Welcome to this presentation on renewing individual taxpayer identification numbers, or ITIN numbers, for the year 2020. Why do ITIN numbers expire? Well, Congress passed the Protecting Americans from Tax Hikes, or PATH Act, in 2015 that included a provision to expire older ITINs and set a process to limit future ITINs to a valid period of 5 years. The reason for this is that there was no current system in place to know whose older ITINs were still needed. Did the taxpayer obtain a Social Security number, for example? Did the taxpayer die? Did the taxpayer leave the U.S. and not need to file a tax return anymore? So expiring the ITINs and forcing the renewal, if they were still needed, became the solution. What numbers are expiring? For calendar year 2020, ITINs with the middle digits of 83, 84, 85, 86, and 87 will expire on January 1st, 2020. People who have these sequences must renew their ITINs prior to the tax season to avoid refund delays. If you have not filed taxes, even if the middle digits of your ITIN is not listed above, at least once in the last 3 consecutive tax years, you also are required to renew your ITIN number. That would be for tax years 2016, 2017, or 2018. If your ITIN number expired in a previous year, you are still able to renew it, but you should do so as soon as possible. And you can see here each of the sequences that have expired since 2017, 2018, and 2019. Essentially, any digit between 70 and 82 in the middle sequences of the ITIN number have been previously expired. If you need to renew, you will have to bring in a few required documents. Ideally, the IRS letter indicating that you should renew your ITIN. It's helpful to have the original ITIN letter or card with your number listed. And you will need a current and valid passport, or if you don't have a passport, a government-issued ID from your country or the U.S. that includes a photo, and a birth certificate. Minor children in the U.S. will also need school records and/or medical records and a birth certificate. If the dependent living in the U.S. has an ITIN that's expiring, then a current or valid passport if they're over age 18, and it need not have a stamp of entry if they're from Mexico or Canada, or a government-issued ID and birth certificate, or a medical record or school record if they are under age 18, and a birth certificate. If the dependent is living outside the U.S. and has an ITIN number that is expiring, well, due to the changing tax law, if you provide support for someone outside the U.S., there is no longer any benefit in claiming them on your tax return. And thus, we recommend that you no longer renew their ITIN number. How long does the process take? Since you will have to submit original documents with your renewal application, you should receive them back in about a month after mailing them to the IRS for processing. It normally takes 4 to 6 weeks after that for the application to be fully processed and the ITIN number to be renewed. Do you have to file a tax return when you're renewing your ITIN? No. If you've already filed your 2018 tax return and you are current with prior years, you can submit the renewal application and identifying documents only. Yes, if you have not filed a tax return within the last 3 years and you have a filing obligation, then you would want to submit a tax return with your renewal application. Where can you renew your ITIN? You may begin renewing your ITINs at 3605 Q Street in the Omaha EITC Coalition Family Housing South office anytime during our walk-in hours on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. without an appointment through August 5th. Or you can attend one of these special events without an appointment. On Saturday, July 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On Wednesday, July 31st from 4 to 7 p.m. And on Monday, August 5th, all day from 9 to 3 p.m. We are currently listing information on our website and on our Facebook page, so you can always check there for current updates. Any questions, you're welcome to call the phone number here on the screen, to email Roxana at roxanac@fozinc.org, or again, visit our website at Omaha EITC.org, or our Facebook page at Omaha EITC. Thank you very much.